Picture this. You're with your partner, things are getting heated, the lights are low, and you're ready to take her over the edge. You slip your hand down, start moving your fingers, but instead of gasps of pleasure, there's silence. She's just lying there, polite, maybe even trying to fake a little moan so you don't feel bad. And in that moment, you start asking yourself, what am I missing? Why isn't she reacting? The truth is, most men think fingering is just about putting fingers inside and moving them fast. That's not how her body works. In fact, medical research and real clinical experience from urologists prove that nearly 80% of women don't reach orgasm this way. They need more. They need you to understand her anatomy, her arousal cycle, and the right rhythm. So today, I'm going to show you exactly how to finger a woman the right way. Not guesswork. Not myths you heard from friends. Real, expert-backed techniques that can make her arch her back, grab the sheets, and beg you not to stop. And I'm not just going to tell you what, I'll give you the 5 specific moves you can use tonight that will make her scream your name. Stay with me to the end, because once you learn this, your partner will never look at your hands the same way again. Let's be honest, most men mess this up. Not because they don't care, but because nobody ever taught them the right way. Here are the most common mistakes. The first one is rushing. You're so eager to get to the main event that you skip the build-up. But for women, arousal is like a fire, you don't throw gasoline on cold wood. You spark it slowly, build it, and then it catches. The second mistake is being mechanical. You find one move, maybe straight in and out pumping, and repeat it endlessly, thinking it's doing something. To her, it feels like nothing. Or worse, it feels like you're trying to drill a hole. The third mistake is pressure. Too many men press down too hard on the clitoris or scrape against sensitive tissue with untrimmed nails. This doesn't feel like pleasure, it feels like irritation. A woman might endure it because she doesn't want to embarrass you, but inside she's counting the seconds until it's over. And the biggest mistake of all? Ignoring her body language. Her breathing, her moans, the way her hips move, these are her feedback signals. If you don't pay attention, you'll miss the cues that could guide you straight to her orgasm. The consequence? She checks out mentally, fakes it to spare your feelings, or avoids intimacy altogether. And that kills confidence on both sides. But here's the good news, every mistake can be fixed once you know the right approach. So, what's the fix? According to urologists and sex educators, fingering is not about random movement, it's about anatomy, patience, and rhythm. Think of it as a dance, not a workout. You're not trying to attack her body. You're guiding it, awakening it, and following its lead. The golden rule is this, always warm her up. The clitoris alone has over 8,000 nerve endings, but they're sensitive and need gentle build-up. When you tease and stimulate slowly, blood flow increases, nerves become more responsive, and her body begins craving more. Skip this, and you'll never get the fireworks. Another key principle is feedback. Watch her breathing. Listen to her sighs. Feel the way her hips move against your hand. That's her telling you, yes, keep going, or no, switch it up. Every woman's body is unique, so while techniques are important, paying attention to her reactions is what makes them powerful. And finally, variety. The human body adapts quickly to repetitive motion. If you do one move endlessly, it becomes numb. But if you change tempo, alternate between internal and external stimulation, and combine techniques, you keep her guessing and her arousal rising. Now that you understand the foundation, let's get into the 5 moves that can completely transform your touch. Move 1, the warm-up touch. Start outside. Use your fingertips to trace her thighs, hips, and lower belly. Then move to her vulva, but don't dive in yet. Tease the outer lips, circle the clitoris lightly, build the anticipation. This increases blood flow and tells her body that something exciting is coming. Move 2, the come-hither motion. Once she's warmed up, slide 1 or 2 fingers inside, palm up, and curl them toward her belly button in a slow, beckoning motion. This targets the G-spot, which feels like a spongy, ridged area just inside the vaginal wall. Gentle, steady pressure here can trigger powerful orgasms that most men never unlock. Move 3. Circular pressure. Place your fingertip on the clitoral hood, not directly on the exposed clitoris, which can be overwhelming, and move in slow circles. Small, steady movements work best. Increase pressure gradually, and never rush. This builds intensity layer by layer. Move 4. The 2-finger rhythm. Now combine. Use 2 fingers inside with the come-hither motion, while your thumb or other hand stimulates the clitoris externally. Sync the rhythm, so she feels pleasure in 2 places at once. This dual stimulation is the secret behind many women's strongest orgasms. Move 5. The combination flow. Finally, don't lock into one pattern. Flow between teasing outside, stroking inside, and circling the clitoris. Switch rhythms. Pause and tease. Then dive back in. This keeps her body on edge, heightens her arousal, and creates that overwhelming buildup that makes her lose control. Throughout all of this, watch her reactions. If she arches her back or moans louder, you're on track. If she tenses, slow down. Her body is giving you a road map, you just have to follow it. Here's the takeaway. Fingering isn't just about your fingers. It's about patience, anatomy, and connection. If you treat it like an art form, warming her up, reading her cues, and mastering these 5 moves, you'll give her pleasure that she didn't even know was possible. Stop guessing. Stop rushing. Start focusing on her experience. Because when she feels that you care about her pleasure, she won't just be satisfied physically, she'll feel closer to you emotionally. And that is the real secret. So tonight, try these 5 moves. Notice her reactions. Take your time. And then watch how differently she responds, not just in bed, but in the way she looks at you afterward. If this video helped you, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. I'll be sharing more expert-backed intimacy tips to help you build stronger connections, deeper passion, and unforgettable experiences with your partner.